Weekly Rot Report, episode 8. The first thing on my list is French braids. If you have been following along with the channel for a while, you would know that I have been doing everything in my power to not want to chop all my hair off. Today, I am trying out a messy French braid. I have not worn my hair in a French braid since I'm a kid, and I am going to tell you the story of the exact day that I stopped wearing French braids. It is a famous story in my family. So my mom and we were at Sephora. I must have been like 11 years old. And there is this group of boys there. And they must have been like 13 or 14. And they are just there to terrorize girls and women in the Sephora. And in my mind, they are really cute. They're like really cute older boys. And they are going around the store calling everything cheesy. Like that was their joke for the week. Their joke for the week was everything was cheesy. And when they walked past me, they said cheesy French braid. And that was the last time I ever wore my hair in a French braid. If cute older boys were going to think that my French braid was cheesy, I didn't want to wear one ever again. And I think I actually took my hair out right then and there. And I think one of them said something about it. And still, to this day, it has stuck with me. Anytime I put my hair, or anytime I try to put my hair in a French braid, I think, cheesy French braid. And now I've passed it on to you. Sorry. You're going to think at any time you see a French braid, you're going to think cheesy French braid. And not too long ago, my mom and we are regaling this story to some other people. And the story was always about me and the French braid. This time, my mom said, you know what? Those boys said that my jacket was cheesy. They passed by me and said cheesy jacket, and I never wore that jacket ever again. And when Kevin heard the story, he said, why were these boys terrorizing girls in Sephora? Like, those boys are losers. Why'd you listen to them? Back then, I was too little. But now I get that. Those boys were losers. Chase. Freaking Chase. What a loser. One of them definitely had a name like Chase. And then French braids became huge. French braids were huge when I was in high school and college. So, like Lauren Conrad and like Coachella styling. I never did the trend. Never did the French braid trend because I was stuck with cheesy French braid. Do you remember that show Awkward? That girl had a cheesy side braid the whole show, and she was hooking up with all the Chases on the show. My high school boyfriend played guitar and had a Bieber haircut. Today I'm trying French braids. Last week, I was curly girl methoding. That is a rabbit hole to go down. The curly girl method and the curly hair police, whether you really have curly hair or not. The curly girl method for me, you put your hair in the ringlets and then let it dry and scrunch it. It's really convoluted and annoying, okay? The curly girl method. But if you are someone who has to put your hair in ringlets for it to dry in nice curls, the curly hair police will tell you that you don't have curly hair. But the alternative is for me to let my hair dry and then I look like a cave woman. Yeah, but it's too much effort for me to want to do it. Too much effort for me to not even like how it looks on me. So either way, curly hair method, blowing it out.
Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob.
It's effort either way. Whatever. I'm thinking about myself too much. Ugh. Dry rot levels are high this week. Nobody watched my last rot report, but if you did, you would know why that is really funny. That my dry rot levels skyrocketed right after filming that. But in the last rot report, I was talking about how I really wanted to get back into doing the reading vlogs and doing the deep dives and art content. So I'm currently working on a video where I am trying out the pomodoro technique. And really quickly, the pomodoro technique is named after those tomato timers. And it's time management technique. You focus on your task for 25 minutes, give yourself a 5-minute break, and then you repeat it until you hit 4 pomodori. And then you give yourself like a 20 to 30-minute break. I started this on a week that I have really bad dry rot, and I'm still managing to get a lot of stuff done. Yesterday was my really bad dry rot day. So yesterday I did not get to everything. I've been waking up with headaches. I've been eating like crap, sleeping like crap. So I have not been reading as much as I would like. Headaches make it hard for me to read. Do you also think that headaches make it really hard for you to read? Is that just me? Believe it or not, I really have to force myself to read. I am not inherently a reader. And at school, I was really bad at the tests. I would flunk the big tests and then end up in remedial English. One year I got the English award. My remedial English teacher gave me the English award. And my regular English teacher was like, how did you get the English award? I didn't give it to you. Because my remedial English teacher gave it to me. I also got the home ec award the next year. I remember being really mad about getting the home ec award. Because I always thought I was going to get an art award. And the art teacher never gave me the art award. Now I think about the home ec award and I go, yeah, I keep a good home. The trad wife that I am, I keep a great home. My drawings are falling off the wall. I keep a great home. Sometimes I can stand to pull out the sewing machine and hem a pair of jeans, and I make great chicken cutlets. Of course I got the home ec award. I'm currently back to making nothing but chicken cutlets. I have no idea what I'm in the mood for lately. And it's not like I have no appetite, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I don't know what sounds good. And the other day, my dad sent me a picture. He made meatballs. It was raining by him, and he said, rainy day meatballs. And I went, oh. The rain was coming into my area next, and I was like, maybe that's what I should do. And I went to the grocery store, and I said, chicken cutlets it is. I was not in the mood to make meatballs with dry rot yesterday. So I made chicken cutlets at 10:30 a.m. yesterday while I still had the energy. Tradwife. That's my meal prep. Chicken cutlets at 10:30. Yeah. Don't worry, Kevin got fed, okay? Don't feel bad. Kevin has this joke. It's actually more like a nightmare scenario for him, where he envisions what my life would have been like if I had married like a real New York Italian guy instead of Kevin. And I'm making this hypothetical Italian guy chicken cutlets and meatballs instead of Kevin. And sometimes Kevin acts it out. He'll go, "Ayo, Corinne, good meatballs, babe." In Kevin's mind, any Italian New York guy would just really love to be married to me because I have dark hair and make the best chicken cutlets and meatballs. I can admit when I'm not good at something. If you follow the channel, you know I do not have my self-esteem is not that high. But I do make the best chicken cutlets and meatballs. And you know what? You can add eggplant to that list. No wonder I won the home ec award. I had to take 0 period home ec because I had remedial English and remedial math a couple of years in a row. I would always flunk the Regents. I'm a slow reader, and I suspect that I'm dyslexic, but it's not been confirmed. I never got any kind of testing, but I suspect that I am. Reading takes a lot of brain power for me, and that's really why I love to read on the beach, because it's like the one thing that's using up my energy. Don't have anything else to focus on but reading. But I've been trying to read for one pomodoro. Just 25 minutes reading a day. And it's still something. that kind of goes back to Atomic Habits. I have said on the channel before that I have been known to reread Atomic Habits or listen to the audiobook. That's an audiobook that I really like. James Clear reads it himself, and he has a really good voice for it. I talk about how, like, grind culture stuff is kind of cringe on here sometimes. Atomic Habits I like. And there's that thing about if you read 15 minutes a day, I think you will have read 12 to 15 books a year. But if I could make a career out of reading and doing deep dives on books, I could spend the whole day reading. Psycho-cybernetics. I have to imagine myself as someone who reads really fast and absorbs it all and doesn't lose a lot of energy. It's weird. I feel like reading is simultaneously bigger than it's ever been and also the lowest it's ever been. You know, like bookish content. I hate that word. But BookTube and Book Talk are huge. But at the same time, kids are going through school, making it all the way through high school, and they can't read or write. I guess it kind of depends on your age range and which side of the internet you're on. Like, I think people my age are trying to fight off the brain rot. So it's hard to fight off brain rot when you also have chronic dry rot like me. But we're giving ourselves personal curriculums, and now that it's like back to school season, even us who are long out of school, we still kind of feel like the beginning of the academic season is truly the beginning of the year. And I have always felt like late summer and fall are such a great season, like really great for me creatively. I usually like to talk about the things that I've watched lately when I do these episodes. Today, all I have for you is that I watched the newest SpongeBob movie. And it wasn't bad. I gave it 3 stars. There were definitely way too many butt jokes in it. Too many butt jokes. And Ice Spice being in it, I thought was really funny. She's the queen of the side quest, Ice Spice. And the song that she did for it was so funny. I talked about how I rewatched the first one. I gave it 5 stars. First SpongeBob movie is still unbeatable. And somehow my YouTube algorithm has become very SpongeBob focused. Very SpongeBob and Hollow Knight. I wanted to see if there were any other YouTubers trying the pomodoro technique that I could watch, but really all I found were pomodoro timers. And I saw that someone made a Hollow Knight themed one. And I was like, well, if I'm going to try one out, it's going to be this one. I love Hollow Knight. There he is, the Hollow Knight. Like Zelda, the elf boy from the Zelda franchise. I still never beat Silk Song. And I'm kind of fighting the urge to pick it up and restart it. Just start from the beginning. And then I remembered how much dry rot Silk Song gave me. Ah! Shit! And when I'm trying to do everything, I can't have video games taking up my time. And I'm not somebody who likes to villainize video games. But when I pick up a video game, it like becomes my job to beat this game. And I already tried that. That was a side quest for me. Video game Let's Plays. Oh, I also watched the Travis Barker documentary. It was fine. I was surprised that there wasn't that much about Blink-182 on it. But supposedly it was filmed from 2017 to like current day. I've been listening to a lot of music while I've been grinding. And ever since I reviewed the new Avenged Sevenfold EP, Kevin and I have been back into Avenged Sevenfold. Obviously, more so the White Album. And Kevin put on this fan-filmed concert of theirs from like 2008, and it was somehow really great quality. But they are at the height of their like Jersey Shore look. Like, I know they're California, but they look so Jersey Shore. Like Jersey Shore meets Scene. Eyeliner and steroids, allegedly. And how could you not make money with such a brilliant idea? Do you remember when the singer for As I Lay Dying went to jail for not allegedly hiring a hitman to kill his wife? And he was in jail crying. He was afraid for his life because he had man boobs from taking steroids. And he was afraid of everyone else in jail. Anyway, Kevin and I are watching this Avenged Sevenfold concert, and they do Almost Easy. And the song's over, and I go, perfect song. That's a perfect song. And Kevin goes, I think Afterlife is more their perfect song. Now, do I think that they are both perfect songs and there is no right or wrong answer with this debate? Yes. But was Kevin being a contrarian, and I decided that now I have to prove that Almost Easy is a more perfect song than Afterlife? Yes. Okay. Almost Easy is a better song than Afterlife because Afterlife feels a little bit more like it was obviously made to be a single. And the orchestra, the strings is a little bit try hard. And he also says the word girl. You know what I mean? And Almost Easy has the octopus arm drum thing. That's why Almost Easy is a better song than Afterlife. The tiebreaker of this debate is in the audience. Please leave your ballot. Please cast your vote in the comments below. I heard that Alice in Chains' Man in the Box is charting on the Billboard charts again. The kids on TikTok may not be able to read, but they desire grunge. The boys have to get back in the basement. Too bad so much of it was drug fueled. You know? That's why we'll never actually get grunge back. For years they've been saying grunge is back. Since my days on Tumblr. 2012 to 15. They've been saying grunge is back. Grunge has been back for years. But it's not real. It's not really back. Okay. If you made it to the end of this video, I would really like to thank you. It means so much to me. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I love you. Bye.